Hello, calculus students. Today I will be going over some problems to help you guys review for your final. Let's go ahead and jump straight into it. The first problem, we are given a function f of x, and then we're asked to evaluate it at its derivative at the point x equals 2. So let's go ahead and start. So this is our f of x right here, and we can actually rewrite it to make it a little easier for ourselves as f of x equals 4 times x to the negative 1 plus 5x minus 1. So I don't know if you guys saw there, but the only thing that really changed was this term right here. The first term, 4 over x, turned into 4 times x to the negative 1. This is because when you have your variable in the denominator and you want to raise it up or raise it to the numerator, it's going to turn, it's the power it's being raised to is going to turn negative. That's just basic exponent rules. Just remember that. So from here, we can go ahead and apply the power rule. I don't know if you guys remember, but the power rule is n times x to the n minus 1. In this case, our n for the first term is going to be our negative 1. And yeah, let's go ahead and begin. So derivative of 4x to the negative 1 is going to be negative 4x to the negative 2. I don't know if you guys saw there, but all I did was subtract a 1 from here and multiply it times my n, which was negative 1. That's all I did. So from here, we can simplify this into negative 4 over x squared because we do not ever want a negative exponent unless the problem explicitly asks for it. Okay? So now we can go ahead to the derivative of 5x. If you just have a regular x that's being raised to a positive 1, the derivative of it is just going to be the coefficient. In this case, the coefficient is 5, so the derivative of 5x is just going to be 5. Now, derivative of constant is always going to be 0. Okay, so from here, we can actually write f prime of x is equal to negative 4 over x squared plus 5. Now, that's the first half of the problem. Second half is just plugging in our input, which is 2. So we can say f prime of 2 is equal to negative 4 over 2 squared plus 5. This is going to turn into negative 4 over negative 4 plus 5. Negative 4 over 4 is just going to be negative 1 plus 5 equals 4. Already, we can go ahead and jump into the second problem, which is asking us to derive the function of y, given that it is x squared times e to the x minus 1. So we can actually go ahead and simplify this a little by distributing this x squared to both terms and ending up with y equals x squared times e to the x minus x squared. So if we take a closer look, it's asking us to derive, but for our first term of y, we can't just use a regular power rule because they're being multiplied times each other. We have to use something called the product rule. Product rule is equal to f of x times g prime of x plus g of x times f prime of x. Alrighty. We can go ahead and classify which one is f of x and which is g of x, we can say f of x equals x squared, f prime of x equals 2x, g of x equals e dx, and if we remember, the derivative of e dx is always going to be e dx. So it is just e dx. From here, we can go ahead and distribute everything, and dy over dx is going to equal, so like I said, we're going to use product rule right here. So that's going to be x squared times the derivative of gx, which is e dx plus e dx times 2x minus the derivative of x squared. Now, that's just going to be our basic power rule. Derivative of x squared is just 2x. From here, we can distribute everything to make it look a bit more nicer. So we can say d over dx equals x squared times e dx plus e dx 2x minus 2 times x. And this is our answer here.